Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Minecraft for Cripples. Now, my name is Petey. I am a cripple, and today I thought it would be a great idea to start a new videotape series for YouTube and call it Let's Play. Isn't it? I thought that was clever. Now, this is a brand new Norwegian video game called Minecraft. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new world in the game mode of survival. So let's spawn ourselves in. Now, what would happen if you awoke all alone, all by yourself, on an island with nothing at all? Well, I'll tell you what, because PD has a plan. Now, my goal for this, I'm calling this Let's Play. Isn't it? I thought that was clever. My goal, my long-term goal, is to find and locate and harvest a single shiny diamond. And at that point, I'm going to cut you guys loose. You're free to go as you are. Now, I'm thinking what would be best would be to break this up into like 5 or, probably more like 10 to 50-hour long video segments. So you're looking at probably an overall investment of at least 16 to 18 weeks. Now, this game, like I mentioned, is a Norwegian video game. It is brand new, Minecraft, and I believe that there are omelets. And so the correct pronunciation of this game would be Minecraft. But I'm from the big one. I'm from the great nation of Chicago, bang, 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 Chicago, PD, that's where I'm from. I just call it Minecraft because people say, hey, what did you do this weekend? I said, well, I dealt with some Sambos and some creepies and the Spider-Man. And they're like, have you been in the wacky weeds again? But anyway, yes, this game is so new. The first thing you need to do, if you woke up on an island and you were all alone. Now, see, the guy who made this game, he is a Norwegian gentleman by the name of Finch. And he's a really creative person. I mean, you wake up on an island here's a pink beast. Okay, so I'm not exactly all alone. And, I'm personally, like I said, I'm from the great nation of the United States, of bang, 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 Chicago, is where Petey's from. And we do things over here. We have a 26-hour day. That's how we roll, dog. Well, Minecraft is a little different. You run on a 35-second daylight cycle, followed by a long, cold, dark, and not lonely night, because when night falls, this signals the arrival of the morbs. This is when the bad guys spawn up into your town. And so we'll touch on that later. I don't want to scare anybody off because right now, time is of the essence. I know I'm talking and talking and gabbing and talking and telling you all this stuff, but really I'm working as hard as I can because I need to prepare myself for nightfall because I want to be prepared for when the morbs do come. We're going to be ready for them. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that so you will have nothing, absolutely nothing to fear whatsoever when you play your first. And I know you're going to want to play this game. This is a brand new Norwegian sensation that has been sweeping. Well, it's been sweeping my nation anyway. And like I said, I'm from the big one, bang, bang, Chicago. So let's go ahead. I already have located my wood cubes, and the next most important element, I don't know if you saw, I ran past them, is the chocolate chip rocks. Now these are very, very important because that's going to enable me to spawn in some candle rods. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our oaken blocks and we're going to convert these into planks. So once I have 64 planks, and I'm going to go ahead and make a few more. And I'm going to take those planks using my right click. That's the other click. And I'm going to create a stick bench. So now I'm going to slap down my stick bench. I'm going to just take care of that right there real quick. Oh, here's another one. You know what? There's an awful lot of these up here. I think I'm going to need to just real quick take care of this. Okay, so we're going to slap down our stick table, and we're going to go ahead and create my stick rods. And with those stick rods, I'm also going to manufacture a bowed quiver. Also, you never know, we may end up needing a scoop tool. So this is like a preliminary step. We're just kind of getting going. I'm going to go ahead and use the bowed quiver. This is probably the tool that you're going to be using the most. Well, I don't want to speak for everyone. You may play this game completely different. But I'm going to go ahead and harvest myself some of the cobble rock, which is the strongest element for tools in the game. You know, I mean, I've seen some people running around with diamond. What are you gonna do with that? That's, you're supposed to just make a ring and put that in the chest cube. You're not gonna waste that on me. So we're gonna return back to my stick table, and I've got 13. I hope that's enough. We need to time is of the essence as the morbs are coming. We've got all sorts of evil doers headed our way from the Norwegian highlands. We're going to be running into some really nasty guys. We've got the creepies, and they like to sneak up behind you and say, "Well, hello. Aren't you a nice gent?" And then you can only guess what happens next. And then we have the Sambos and the Spider-Men. And I don't want to ruin all of the surprise, but I've even been known to deal with a few baby Sambos from time to time. So now we are just going to quickly locate ourselves some of the chocolate rock. And also, I'm going to say hello to the pink beast, because as you can see, we have been to Kentucky Chicken, but we only ordered from the dollar menu. Our chicken power is going to be rapidly depleting as we are harvesting the cobble rock and creating our candle rods and fleeing from the creepies and the Spider-Man and I hope we don't see any baby Sambos. I don't like the babies. The Sambos are bad enough, but when I see one of those little green guys, I know I'm in for a good jog or two. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can take care of another white beast. While I'm going to head back up. I need to take a look where I'm going to make. I'm a little bit particular about where I make my first temporary dwelling. So we've obtained our white wool, which is very important for being able to create a bed, because we're going to need to get some rest. Eventually, all good things must come to an end, and right now we're rapidly approaching the time when we are going to be needing some rest, because I believe the sun will be going down and the morbs will be headed Petey's way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of bore in using my bow quiver into this mountainside. We're at the top of this beautiful mountain range, and we're going to create our first temporary dwelling. Now let's see, did I remember everything that I need? I believe I have something to make a bed with. I have some pork beast flesh. I have some pork steaks. I have I have some of the white wool to make myself a bed. Did I remember to get any sand to make a window? I like to use the yellow block to produce some plexiglass so I can see if it's time for mail delivery or if it's just another creepy visit. We got another pink beast. Let's go ahead and grab some pork and steak. And we did not obtain any. This was probably I've been talking so much, that I completely forgot that what I like to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to leave a side window open, and then I'm going to try to just kind of keep over to the right over here. I'm going to go ahead and dig out a little bit of an extra spot and go ahead and throw down my stick table. And what we're doing here is we're building our temporary shelter. Now we're going to need some light. We're going to need to be able to keep away the morbs that spawn. There is no shortage of bad guys in Minecraft. If you're from Norway, that's how you say it. Don't laugh. So, thank you very much for joining me for episode 1. Let's play Minecraft for Cripples. My name is Petey. I am indeed a cripple. And I will see you shortly for episode 2. And thank you for joining.